Time feels obvious. Seconds pass, moments fade. The past stays behind us and the future never arrives. But here's the strange part. Nothing in the fundamental laws of physics actually says that time must move forward. So why does it? Imagine dropping a glass on the floor. It shatters into hundreds of pieces. You have never seen those pieces jump back together. Never seen the glass rise, perfectly reassembled back onto the table. Yet, the laws of physics allow it. So why does reality only seem to run one way? This one-way direction of time is called the arrow of time. It defines everything we experience: memory, aging, cause and effect. Without it, reality would feel completely alien. But the arrow of time is not built into time itself. It emerges from something else, something subtle, something invisible. To understand this, we need to talk about entropy. Entropy is often described as disorder, but a better way to think about it is possibility. Low entropy means few possible arrangements. High entropy means many. A perfectly ordered system has very limited ways it can exist. A disordered one can exist in countless forms. The universe has a preference, not a rule, a tendency. It naturally moves from states with fewer possibilities to states with more, from order to disorder. This is not about morality, not about decay being bad. It's simply statistics. That shattered glass. There are billions of ways for it to lie broken on the floor, and almost zero ways for it to assemble itself back into a glass. So time doesn't move forward because it must. It moves forward because backward states are unimaginably unlikely. Here's the truly unsettling thought. If entropy defines the arrow of time, then time itself is not fundamental, it's a side effect, an emergent property of a universe that started in a very special state. But why did it start that way? At the beginning of the universe, entropy was incredibly low. Everything was compressed, smooth, uniform. That low entropy beginning is what allowed time to have a direction at all. Without it, there would be no past and future. Only a static, meaningless blur of events. So here's the real mystery. Not why time moves forward, but why the universe began in such an ordered state in the first place. Because that question may be deeper than time itself. And that's where things start to get really strange. We experience time as something deeply personal. We remember the past, we feel the present, and we imagine the future, but memory itself depends on the arrow of time. You remember yesterday because your brain recorded information in a lower entropy past. Memories are physical. They require order. If entropy were reversed, memory would collapse. This is why you never remember the future. Not because it doesn't exist, but because it hasn't left a physical trace yet. The future has no records, no imprints, no scars. Memory always points backward, not because of psychology, but because of physics. Now here's where things get unsettling. At the microscopic level, time doesn't care about direction at all. Most fundamental equations work the same whether time flows forward or backward. Particles don't age. Atoms don't remember. Time symmetry exists deep in the fabric of reality. So why does our world feel so irreversible? Because we don't live at the microscopic level. We live in a world of enormous complexity. Trillions upon trillions of particles interacting. And when systems become large enough, probability takes over. Reversal becomes not impossible, just absurdly unlikely. In theory, time could run backward. A broken cup could reassemble. Smoke could return to the cigarette. Stars could unexplode. But the universe would need to be arranged with unimaginable precision. One atom out of place, and the illusion collapses. This raises a disturbing question. Is the flow of time real? Or are we simply moving along an entropy gradient? Is the present just the thin boundary between what is statistically likely and what is not? Maybe time isn't flowing at all. Maybe we are. Some physicists believe the future already exists, the past still exists, and the present is just a perspective, a slice of a four-dimensional structure called spacetime. In that view, time doesn't move, nothing changes. Change is an illusion created by consciousness. If that's true, then the arrow of time is not a law of the universe. It's a condition of observers like us, creatures embedded in entropy, born in order. Living toward disorder, time feels real because forgetting is real. So maybe the deepest truth is this: time doesn't push us forward, entropy pulls us apart. And meaning emerges not in spite of that, but because of it. Moments matter precisely because they vanish. The universe may not care about direction, but we do. And as long as entropy increases, time will keep moving forward, at least for us.